Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Right after I posted my tomb forks, how are they performing during the bear market, a bunch of people asked me, they comment down below, they asked me on Twitter. Quick plug, if you want to follow me on Twitter, you can DM me there anytime you want, and there I'll be glad to answer all your questions. It's way better than YouTube comments because sometimes YouTube deletes a couple of comments. It doesn't have a good algorithm to verify which comments are spam, which comments are real. So if you want to talk to me face to face or text to text, you can just DM me on Twitter. My Twitter DMs are always open, so if you have any questions, hit me up there. Now, after the quick plug, let me go back. A bunch of people asked me to do more reviews, more tomb fork reviews, and I decided to start with one that is a tomb fork, but the team behind it already created a tomb fork that I mentioned in that video, which is the tomb fork that I mentioned is Dark Crypto. Dark Crypto is really good already. A bunch of people use Dark Crypto on Chronos, and now they created something called Dark Opera, and Dark Opera is on Phantom. So they created a bridge, they created everything to bring tokens from Chronos to Phantom, and they have a bunch of different pegged tokens to different coins on Phantom. We're going to take a look at this. I'm going to tell you if I don't like the project, if I think the project has some future, or if it's just going to die. And I am not sponsored by them. I'm saying what I think. I'm doing an honest review about it. If it was sponsored, you would see up here. Sometimes when people ask me how do I know if these are sponsored or not, my sponsored videos, all of them, we legally have to tell it is a sponsored video. So this is not a sponsored video, but when it is, I usually say it is. And up here you will see a blue logo saying it contains promotional content. YouTube will put a tag right here. It's not in the video, it's on YouTube itself. It will put a tag in the first 3-5 seconds of the video. So if you find out YouTubers that are doing this and are not telling you they're sponsored, but they are actually sponsored, if eventually if some people blow the whistle, or if people find out that some videos were sponsored, this person can go to jail. So again, this is not a sponsored video. I'm just saying what I think about the project. So without further ado, let's just jump right into it so I can show you the Dark Opera. So we are on Dark Opera. The website is darkopera.finance. Very simple if you want to check it out, if you want to take a look by yourself to see if it is worth it for you or not. It is on Phantom, as I said, and if we read, it says Dark Opera is pegged to Phantom, Boo, and UAH. What is it? I'm going to tell you in a little bit. Combines Dark Crypto and Frax design with multi-printer. You can read more about it. I'm not going to go such in detail about it, but it doesn't have the bonds or the e-shares. Well, the shares it does have, I'm going to show you in a little bit, but it doesn't have the bonds, how to control the pegging system. Or it has, but it is implemented in the back end. You cannot buy these bonds and sell them. It's automatic. We have 4 tokens. These are the 4 tokens that run the whole protocol. So we have Darko, which is the Dark Opera token. It is pegged to Phantom, and right now it is keeping the peg. It is keeping the peg very, very nicely. It is at 1.08 Phantom, so a little bit overpegged, but not so much. When it's that low, I wouldn't bother anyways. I wouldn't think it is very depegged. And for it to be such a new project and for it to be already pegged this close to the actual price of Phantom, it is a good thing to me. So one positive point to them. Then we have Dark Boo, and this is where I take back everything that I just said, because Dark Boo, it is not pegged to Boo itself. It should be 0.1 Boo, but it's not. It is 0.4527 Boo. So it is half of the price that is supposed to be. Boo is a little over $4 if I'm not mistaken, and here it is not. Here we don't have the peg, and the same thing goes for this UAH. What is UAH? It is the Dark Ukrainian Hryvnia. I'm sorry, Ukrainians, correct me if I'm saying that wrong, because I most likely am saying that wrong, but it is a tokenized version of the Ukrainian fiat, so the Ukrainian currency. And here is nice. I thought it was a very nice thing for them to do, because they collect the fees from this and they donate it to the Ukrainian people via the Red Cross Society. So 1% transaction fee, which will be forwarded to the Ukrainian Red Cross Society to support Ukrainian people affected by the war. So we already have $96,000 here in TVL, and 5,728 were already donated. So really good. really good. I enjoy when there's philanthropic or just people donating money to Ukraine, especially right now in the time there's still a war. You might not hear that in the media anymore, but they still are at war and they still need your help or any help they can get. And we have the Frank token. The Frank token being the share that I told you about. So they have the Frank token, which has a very low supply, which is actually 100,000 supply. So very good. Right now there's only almost 2,000, so still a ton to go. But really good, really good. I enjoy when these total supplies are very low because it means this can actually go up in price. It is a locked supply from what it seems. It doesn't have infinite supply. So now that we saw these are the tokens, the protagonist of the Dark Opera protocol. We take a look at what it has to offer. We have banks, boardroom, dark auto, dark sport, and the bridge itself. Dark crypto is just gonna bring you to the dark crypto, which is the other fork that they have. But we're gonna start with the banks. These banks right here are just the farms, basically, where you provide liquidity and you get the APR. This right here is APR. So I'm gonna skip this. I'm just gonna let you watch the APRs, which are very high, but we're gonna skip this because it is simple interest. It is APR, and we have an auto compounder that is already in-house. So you don't need to go to YieldWolf, to Beefy, to UDAC, any other auto compounders to compound that APR into APY. It does that in-house. I'm going to show that to you in a little bit, but now we have the boardrooms. So once you go to the boardroom is usually where you stake the shares, the share token, and you get paid in, let's say, the dark token, which is the Darko token, which is the pegged to FANTOM. But here's something very special about it, that you actually get paid in all of these three. So you deposit the Frank right here, you approve the contract, you stake right here, you pay 2% in fees and 2% when you unstake. There's a 0 withdrawal fee during expansion, which I don't know if we already are in the expansion. I couldn't find right here where it says that we are still in expansion or not, but during the expansion time we should have 0 fees. Overall it's going to be 2% for withdrawal and for deposit, which is not a bad deal, to be honest, with these high of APYs. And once you stake your Frank, you will accumulate this Darko, the DBU, which is pegged to BU, and the UAH, which is the Ukrainian fiat. And here is what I don't like. I really don't like this. I still have yet to understand why we need such things, such mechanics, but we do. You need to deposit collateral to claim these assets. You have $100. You need to pay 25% of these rewards. You need to pay upfront for you to be able to claim these $100. So you're basically paying 25% in FANTOM for you to claim 100. So you actually claim only $75. You lost 25%. Or if you use the dark token itself, you actually just pay 20. But you're paying anyway. So you're paying for you to claim some rewards. They should be free, in my opinion. You shouldn't have to pay for you to be able to claim these tokens. But this is how it works. You need to pay either 20% or 25% with normal FANTOM. With this, you're going to pay 20% because it is a 20% discount on 25. And here you just pay 25% of the value itself. So if you want to read more, it says right here, this collateral rate that they need. I don't like that, to be honest. I really don't enjoy this, but it is what it is. Then we have the auto compounder that I was talking about. It is dark. It is right here on dark auto. So if you go to dark auto, you will have the auto compounder. So these auto compounders, you know how they work. You just stake right here the liquidity pair. The liquidity token that you created, the pair, you just stake them right here, and it's gonna auto compound that to you. So for example, we have this Darko FANTOM that over there where we saw it, it is this one here, Darko wrapped FANTOM. Right here, it is auto compounding. So over here, you were getting that Darko FANTOM 1100% APR, and right here, you're getting that 2.5 million APY. Because you're compounding that more than once per day. I have not found here with what frequency is compounding, but it amounts to 2.97% daily, so almost 3% daily. You know I don't like these high risk protocols, but these APRs are not gonna last. I'm really sure of it because it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense for you to have such high APYs, but since the protocol is so new, if we go right here on the DEX screener, you can see that when it launched, it got all the way to $70. So the Darko token itself launched to $70. So it depegged way over it. So by day 6 or 7, something like that, we were already really close to the pegging price. And right now we are exactly at the peg price. So for these reasons, I think this right here is good for you to farm early on these tokens, because eventually these APYs and APRs are gonna drop significantly. And the last thing that they have, the last feature that they have, this is for sport lovers and gamblers, people who like to gamble. I personally don't enjoy. I do like soccer, but I'm not a soccer player. I don't play soccer that much. But for example, I am more an F1 guy and a rally guy, so I like cars a little bit more. But if you are a soccer guy, if you like soccer and any other sports, you can check this out right here. They have a dark sport. It is a betting platform. Right now it only offers soccer, but it will have basketball, rugby, baseball, badminton, and table tennis. You use the Darko token right here to bet for everything. Now we have the World Cups coming up, and you can also do that. We had the Champions League where it was Liverpool with Real Madrid, which was very good. I saw that. And right here, for example, you can bet and you see the odds, the fixed odds for each side, stuff like that. You can bet on whatever you want. I'm not gonna stay here teaching you how to do that. If you already bet, you know how these work. The platforms are very similar. And if you are interested in this, if you think this is a good opportunity, but you only have funds on Chronos, let's say you are a dark crypto user on Chronos, well, they created a bridge for you. You just need to go to bridge.darkcrypto.finance, and over there you can transfer your funds from Chronos to Phantom. But we have a very bad limitation, and the limitation is that right now you can only bridge dark. You cannot bridge Chronos itself, so you need to have dark tokens on Chronos. And the second thing, you need at least 1000 dark. So if you just wanted to bridge some just to play with, you need at least 1000. So currently you're going to be looking at $190 for you to bridge minimum. So for me, it's already not worth it. I'd much rather use another bridge than use this bridge right here and pay for this high amount. $190 might be little for you, but it might be a lot for a lot of people. And it will take between 10 and 30 minutes for your money to arrive to Phantom or to Chronos if you're bridging back. So they do offer this tool, but I don't think this tool is worth it. I'd much rather do the long way, maybe bring this money to a centralized exchange, convert it to Phantom, send that Phantom. I think will be much cheaper and with less money than by doing it this way. But again, some people might think it's just a hassle to do that way. I prefer do it the cheapest way I can possibly do, even if it means I have to swap 3-4 times. If it's still gonna be cheaper than doing it by one transaction, I'm still gonna do it, just because I don't have that lot of money and I don't like to spend a ton of money in gas fees or in fees itself. So overall, what do you think about the Dark Opera fork? It is a good idea, but some people might be comparing this, for example, with Grape or with even Dark Crypto itself. I don't think it has anything to do with it, especially how the way they're built. They are trying to implement different things. They have this charity thing for Ukraine. They have this betting system for sports fans, and I think they're just using the Darko token, the PEG token, to Phantom because people enjoy Tomb Forks. So they are attracting more people this way to provide more liquidity. Because they know Tomb Forks, they work, and they are also a good way to grow the treasury. So I think this is what they're doing. I might be wrong, but I don't see them staying in this niche of Tomb Forks for a long time. Because if the betting system goes really good and they can actually monetize that a lot, they'll probably do other things with it. So in my opinion, I would invest personally in the Bull and the Ukrainian fiat by themselves. I would farm them with Frank. But overall, I just rather, instead of farming the Frank, just farming the Darko on the auto compounder, because it is very good right now. I don't think it will be very good for long, but right now it should be a good opportunity for you to quick enter, make some cash, and then step back, not quit, but step back, see what it's gonna do, what the protocol is gonna do, if it's gonna melt or if it's gonna depeg by a lot. Just be ready and then take the next step once we know what's going to happen with the market, especially in the market conditions like these. So if you have a different opinion, I would love to hear them down in the comments. Just let me know. We can chat about it. I can hear your opinion. I might be wrong, and you might convince me that I'm wrong, or vice versa. It doesn't really matter. I just want to talk to see what do you think about this itself. In the last video, someone already recommended me another Tomb Fork. I will be doing a review about that one as well. But this is gonna end today's video. If you enjoyed, please take 1 minute of your time, not even 1 minute, maybe 30 seconds. And the only thing you need to do, if you haven't done that already, is just scroll down a tiny bit, like the video, subscribe, and turn on the notifications. That way, YouTube is going to recommend these videos whenever they're launched to you on your phone. You're going to get that little notification and you can come here and join the crew, comment down below, all the good stuff. It will help me a lot. So thank you so much, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow for another one. Peace.